Hi. This video is kind of gonna be, I don't know if I'm gonna post this or if this is just gonna sit in my camera roll like the bajillion other videos I have filmed. Um, if it is posted, I already know what I want the title to be. What do you do when you don't know what to do? What do you say when you don't know what to say? I'm going through a really weird, I'm like getting ready for school because school starts tomorrow. So don't mind I'm fidgeting. I'm just like packing things up. So I'm going through quite a weird transitional stage in my life right now where I feel like I'm questioning a lot of the fundamentals in my life, and I just want to solidify my beliefs. I think I'm starting to realize that as I get older, I need to actively start to be intentional about understanding myself and understanding the person I want to be. I recently went on a camp, national leadership camp run by Burn Bright. I went on it a couple weeks ago with 13 other people from my school. Usually it's just a bunch of kids, like 150, who don't know each other, but the people from my school, we knew each other. And there, if you know me, you know I get crushes very, very easily. um, I met the sweetest person ever, and I'm Christian. He's not, but he's like literally his values and my values align so perfectly that he did ask me to be in a relationship with him, and I initially said yes just after we had a really long talk about what that would look like and what our expectations would be of each other. And we came to the conclusion that we weren't compatible to be in a relationship, one, because of my religion, and two, because of some expectations he had that my religion kind of forbids. But we're still friends. And I think in figuring out how this friendship is going to work, I am getting and gaining a new perspective on the type of person I am. Um, One thing that has really been weighing on my heart recently is, as I just said, like I'm trying to figure out what I truly believe about the world. And one thing that really pained me in the situation I've just been in is the fact that I gave up the opportunity to be with someone who I know really likes me, who I know I am compatible with, for the sake of something, a faith that I know I'm struggling with. And I think part of that can be admirable because it's like, even in my doubt, I still have faith. And I think a couple of weeks ago I would have been really proud of myself, but I think now I'm kind of questioning where I stand with myself because I'm wondering if I've made the right decision. I'm not going to say like I don't believe in God anymore because that's not true. Like, I don't think there's anything that could ever happen to me that could make me deny the existence of God. And because I've seen his hand in my life so many times that I just cannot deny his existence. I cannot deny the existence of Jesus. What I can question is how I then frame the way I see the world. And I think that really I've been questioning myself as, should I have said no or not? And I think deep down, I know that I made the right decision because I know that if I come out, when I come out on the other side of this transitional period and this deconstruction of my faith, I'm going to be proud that I stood strong, even even during times of doubt. But now that I'm currently in the middle of it, I'm not really, you know, I'm not really feeling that yet. Um, I was on TikTok scrolling a bit, and my TikTok is very curated. It's very much a mix of like low key brain rot, but then also I have some really insightful people on my page who have who create longer form content, which I really really like. I like this whole morning I'm home alone, which is why I'm filming this. This whole morning I've just been slowly moving around the house, cleaning, getting ready for school tomorrow, and listening to a series of TikToks talking about a range of different things, from mindfulness to journaling to, guys, sorry, I'm drinking tea right now. Guys, hold on. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, so my TikTok. And one thing I saw I don't know if it was last night or this morning, but it was to identify the underlying, guys, under identify the underlying need behind your temptations. And another thing I saw was the type of person I want to be. I want to be really polite. I want to be really lovely, and I want to be really meek and humble. I think that's something that I've been working on, and I think I'm getting better at it. I hope. But back to the first topic, the identifying the underlying need behind your temptations or behind your desires. I think one thing that really tripped me up, because in this situation I've just been in, I'm realizing I kind of know the underlying need behind why I want a boyfriend and why I want to be in a relationship and why I long so deeply for that romantic connection. I know where it stems from in my life. I know what unmet needs in my childhood led to this um, manifestation of need. I know that, but I feel like there's a difference between identifying it and doing something about it. I've never really known what to do about it. Me and my dad have a weird relationship. I love my dad more than anything. And it's just odd. I don't know how to describe it. I feel like I can never be truly what he wants. I don't know what that is. I don't even have an image in my head of what a perfect daughter for him would look like, but I just know that I could never be that. Um, I think my relationship with my dad and his absence in my life for some part when he lived separate from us. My parents aren't divorced or anything. Just when we moved to Australia, he was still in South Africa. I think that divide and that space away from him really made me crave kind of a fatherly figure in my life. And actually, when I was on NLC, my my lead mentor, Jared, was the closest thing I think I've had to a father figure that um, made me realize what I want to look for in the type of man I want to marry. Um, of course, there's really positive things about my dad that I would look for in the person I want to marry, but there's also a lot of things that I would not look for, and a lot of things that I would actually stray from. Um, I think in saying that, I never have known what to do with this information. I've never known, do I, like, what do I do? Okay, I know that I have a deep longing for love. I know why I have that longing, but what do I do about it? And I want to say I have an answer, and that's why I'm making this video. But the truth is, I don't have an answer. I think I was just watching, I was watching a video, and it was really, really insightful. And I just felt the need to get out what I was feeling, what I was thinking. Um, yeah. What do you do when you don't know what to do with what you have? Like, I know I'm a very self-aware person. Like, I'm the type of person that if I have a problem, I can probably identify where the problem came from. But after that, what do I do? Like, bro, they've like been fixing the road behind my house for like 2 weeks now, and they're still gonna be doing it for another couple months, and it's so annoying, but it's all right. One thing that I have written down here was, okay, it's actually a thing I'm gonna do. So over there, you can see I have three big mirrors in my room, and they're pretty plain. And my door, my wall, you can see like my room is heavily decorated. I love that about my room. My room is my sanctuary, and I literally love it. I feel like my mirrors are where things start to look a little weird. There was a time that I wanted to get like stained glass like stickers and like put them on my window so that when the sun comes in it like shines. But I'm low key broke and your homegirl does not have money. So we don't have we don't have the facilities to get that. What I do have the facilities to do is draw and write down cute quotes to stick on my mirror with like cute washi tape and stickers. Low key, I'm thinking about it because I think a mirror is something that can have kind of an adverse, and it has some negative connotations definitely in a lot of people's lives, and I would like to reclaim that and take that back and just put things positive. So even when I feel like, oh, I look a little chopped today, in the corner it's like, oh, you're fearfully and wonderfully made, and I'm like, yeah, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. So that's something I'm going to do. I also going I'm going, guys, totally don't make a spelling, guys, totally don't make a speaking mistake challenge impossible. um I have a journal. This journal I plan to give to my children one day. It's really just, it's not, I wouldn't call it a journal because it's not like me writing in it like how my day is. It's more of just like random things in my life, like for example, everything that Star Wars has in chronological order because I'm watching it all, or it has what it means to rest in the Lord. It has some notes from class, just some things that it has some of my NLC notes, things that I would want my children to appreciate about their mom one day. So, but then I also decided that, apart from this, I want to actually journal, and I kind of want to keep a junk journal, which I my friend Katie, she keeps a junk journal. I think, I don't know if it's like specifically a junk journal, but like she's always like bringing home receipts and bringing home like little tidbits to put in her journal, which I really really admire. So when I went to Sydney, when I went to camp, we had one day in the city, and I went to Muji and I got this blank note. Now, it is blank and the paper is so soft. I've just put my name on it with some stickers I thought looked pretty cute, tolu.timeyin, and I kind of want it to be a mixture of a journal, a junk journal for me to like put things in, and also a sketchbook because at TAFE we're doing drawing, and I feel like this is just the perfect size for me to just like doodle things while we're talking in class. One of the first things I want to put in here is actually the tea I'm drinking: apple, cinnamon, and cranberry. Guys, this, you can't actually get this in Australia, I don't think. It's from Woolworths Food, but in South Africa. I used to live there, so when we went on holiday earlier this year, we went to Woolies and we got a bunch. So that's something that I love this tea. Like that's literally what I'm drinking right now. Like it is even more than like rooibos tea, even more than all the other teas I like. I think this is my number one favorite tea. Especially, it's kind of weird because I don't like any of the things that are in the tea. I don't really like apples or cranberries, and cinnamon, I don't mind it. It's just, it's cinnamon. But like the tea is so good. The tea is good, guys. The tea is good. But I think it means a lot to me, and it's something that's a bit sentimental. I've always said, one thing I've always said is I've always said, oh, I'm not a sentimental person. We all know that's a lie. Like, oh my days. Like, I think about it and it's like, that's such a lie. Like, and I don't know where I got that from, that I just did not want to be a sentimental person. And take one look around my room, you will know I'm a sentimental person. Like, everything in my room has a meaning. And I would say that I'm not a sentimental person. I'm an emotional person, which is like, I don't really know what I thought I meant, but I think I'm both. I'm definitely an emotional person. I know that. But I'm also starting to realize that am a sentimental person, and I hold sentiment in objects, and I hold sentiment in letters, and I hold sentiment in handheld things. Hold sentiment in physical media and things that can be remembered and passed down. Like, I love DVDs, and I love CDs, and I love newspapers, and I love magazines, and I love all sorts of things that are physical, that have something tangible. I feel like with the rise of the internet, I feel like I'm at a cusp of age. I'm 16 now. I was born in 2009. So I'm literally right on the end of Gen Z. I literally one of the youngest in Gen Z, and I feel like sometimes people like kind of assume that I would not remember much, and as much as like, yeah, I don't remember much, I still hold a lot of sentiment to the things that I used to play with. Like, when I was younger, I used to play a lot with leapfrogs, and we used to use DVDs and used to listen to CDs. Like, guys, please, I didn't grow up on like an iPad. Like, I don't think I ever had an iPad. No, I didn't. I've never had an iPad. Like, and not to say like it's a negative thing, because I'm side rant. The people who are born years before me, who are like, people are born in 2009? Shut up. Get out. I don't care. And I will never be that person. Like, I just, I don't know why it just rubs me off the wrong way so much. Like, I'll talk to like people. I have this cousin who's in year 8. She's in year 8. I'm in year 11, but is she year? No, yes, she's in year 8. She's 14. I'm in year 11. I'm 16. And I asked her what year she was born, and she said 2011. And I didn't go, people are born in 2011. Like, yes, people are born in 2011. And I feel like that stigma and that idea that, like, oh, kids who are born after a certain year are like weird. Like, everybody is their own person. There are people who are weird who are older than me, who are real freaks. There are people who are younger than me who are really, really cool. Like, I feel like that idea that, oh, if you're born in 2015, you're not a real human being. Like, shut up. Because when your kids are born in 2030 and people are making fun of them for being born in 2030, what are you going to say? You're going to say that they shouldn't care, aren't you? Aren't you? Yeah. So why are you doing it? Anyway, I don't actually remember what I was talking about. But yeah, I think this is going to come to the end. I think some things that you're going to see me, because most of the people who are going to be watching this video know me in real life, and you'll see me around. You're going to see a lot of me being a lot quieter. I'm going to be a lot more mindful and a lot more thoughtful. That's something that I want to push in my own life. I want to be reading a lot more books. I love listening to classical music. So if you see like my Spotify, what I'm listening to, I'm probably either listening to like K-pop, Ways Blood, or classical music, or maybe jazz. Like, I really like I like a duality in my music. You're going to see a lot of me drawing, a lot of me reading. I'm literally about to download a whole bunch of books to put on my Kindle. I'm reading Beautiful Boy. I say I'm reading it, but I started maybe like, I think I started before I went to Sydney. And then when I came back, I like read a bit more. And then I low-key just forgot for the rest of the holidays. But I think now that I have my school routine back, which I'm so happy about, I love school. Um, I think I'll be reading a lot more. And yeah, I just want to be a lot more mindful, a lot more in the moment. And yeah, I probably won't edit this really heavily because I can't lie, I low key hate editing videos. Like, I have like 5 or 6 videos of me doing things like showing my stationery that, like, I filmed it in a way that like I couldn't just post it. Like, I had to edit it. Yeah, those videos are never seeing the light of day. I'm probably gonna refilm most of them like I filmed this one. Like, it's just meant to be real, you know? Like, why am I heavily editing things? Like, please, it's never that deep. Like, oh my days. Bro, editing is actually my worst nightmare. Like, it's funny because like I feel like I always thought editing wouldn't be so hard. Bro, why? Katie and I were on the phone once and I spent like an hour editing. This video was like an hour long, by the way, because it was me cleaning my room. And after the whole hour of me editing, I was only like 15 minutes in. And I was like, guys, you guys are never getting this video, bro. No one is ever going to see this. But yeah, this has just hit 20 minutes. So bye, you guys.